Hi Virgo, welcome to your May 2025 General Love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. So guys, I know I've been a little MIA to say the least, but I did have the birth of my child on March 26th. It was not expected because his due date was in April, but everything happens for a reason at the right time, as it should be. So I do appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. You guys have been so sweet. You know, either, knowing my situation as I've been posting about it, but sending really kind wishes or asking where I've been. Yeah, I've been taking care of my baby postpartum. And with that being said, I am juggling a little bit. If you hear any sweet little baby cries, trust me, my husband is working on it as I work, so know that he'll be taken care of. And I just am so excited to be here. Really, I am. I missed you guys, so I can't wait to do this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Virgo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Virgo. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Virgo and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to, ask the questions that you may have in regards to your love life that you've been wondering about, curious about, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Virgo. You know what's really interesting? My head started to kind of like itch, which I have not felt throughout the day or anything. And it kind of indicated to me, I was like, huh, Spirit, like crown chakra maybe, but could very well be, as Virgos are very connected. But it was like a head scratcher. So something may have happened recently that's got someone a little bit confused. Like maybe there's been a misunderstanding. Maybe there's been a miscommunication, confusion around like someone's behavior, a certain text message they may have sent recently. Like something's not really fully making sense. Maybe this is what you're feeling or someone else is feeling about you, Virgo. But then I did see a big X with a circle around it. I wonder if someone usually goes like XOXO or something, like they kind of like to sign off with that or have that in their username on social media or something like that. But it could mean that this could be involving someone of an ex or someone else's ex. Like say you're kind of interested in someone and someone else's ex is popping up, and that could be kind of why the vibes are off. That's something that I could kind of feel here. Or someone can have an ex in their name, first, middle, or last name as well. I want to help you out here. I kind of want to help untangle some confusion for some of you guys, because something's not fully making sense right now. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it for my Virgos. I just saw someone like move their glasses up a bit, so someone could be wearing reading glasses right now, confirming that this is, something you should tune into. Or, last time you saw each other, someone could have been wearing their reading glasses or always wears glasses. But let's get into it. So the first card we have is love. Beautiful. And it says, love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. And look at those roses here. Someone could have a rose tattoo, or someone always getting someone else roses. It could be their thing. But generally, yeah, I think that there is love in this situation, Virgo. I think that someone does have love for you, and I do feel like you do care about this person. I'm seeing someone writing notes, hand notes that they could have done for you, or very long text messages in the past, and maybe it's gone a little bit more quiet. But I definitely feel like maybe there was a certain standstill that, you know, definitely could have made you feel confused. And again, I'll pull more cards. I don't want to jump anything too ahead. But for some of you, with this card being the first card out, I feel like there was something outside of the connection that was affecting this. But it didn't lessen how they feel towards you. It didn't, you know, discard how they feel towards you. But there is something that definitely popped up in someone's life that could have caused some sort of confusion around if they still feel the same way. Let's pull some more cards. Tell me more about this energy. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in May. I'm seeing the letter B. As in Brenda or Brian, first and the last initial can mean something to someone. Reconciliation. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so it says someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be an ex that's coming up, or someone that you had something with that wants to make their way back to you because they're still in love with you, and maybe it's coming out of the blue, and that's why there's some confusion here, this person popping back up in your life. Or again, I'll pull more cards to see which group is more dominant here, but I really do feel like someone you're crushing on, their ex is coming back up. And I think that with love being the main card for your energy, they'll definitely choose you. But maybe there are some things they had to settle with that. Like, you know, I found someone else. Don't contact me. I don't know. Someone could definitely be dropping someone like a fly, or dropping like flies, all their options to like zero in on you, Virgo. But maybe they felt awkward telling you about that. Maybe they kind of felt it would complicate things, but you sense the energy in that, right? All right, let's get another card. What does someone want to say to Virgo that they haven't told Virgo, that they're withholding from telling Virgo? Okay. You are the only one who sees the real me. See, they're choosing you. They know that you are someone that has a lot more purpose, has a lot more potential than anyone else that they could have possibly entertained in their mind, anyone from their past. And if this is an ex popping back up in your life, and again, it's not for everyone. If it's not something you want to hear, tune into the next reading. But they definitely are seeing that they should have never ended anything with you, that there was real power, potential, magic here between the two of you. And you are someone that has opened a part of them or has unlocked a piece of them that they don't show people often. It's very rare for them to be that vulnerable, or to be that emotional, or to be that transparent. You know, I wonder if some of you guys are possibly dealing with another Virgo, or someone with strong Virgo in their chart, because I'm married to a Virgo. So I know Virgos have this really beautiful heart, but they don't show it unless they feel like they're safe. They don't show it unless they feel like it will be appreciated and heard. And that's why some people think Virgos are cold, or some Virgos are distant, or some Virgos are, you know, not emotional. That's not the case from what I've experienced. They just don't want to open that vulnerability to someone who isn't going to appreciate it. And so I feel that same energy here, that you kind of were the one that would have appreciated it, or did appreciate it. You were the one that they felt safe with. You are the one that they trusted. How things ended with you, I'm not really sure. But from what they feel right now, they think that this is another opportunity or chance to get back what they may have lost, to, you know, reconnect with you. And I do feel genuinity around this. Now, if there is a situation where an ex popped up, like, yeah, it's no competition. Can I just tell you that? I'll affirm it for you. They know that you and them have way more of a connection. You see the real version of them than anyone from their past. And I think that that is something that their higher self wants you to know, if they've been kind of secretive about it, only because they feel awkward in bringing it up. Just know that, okay? So let's get into the tarot. With the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Virgo? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? So yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the cards here clearly. You definitely have a heart, and you are definitely someone that is very sweet, very kind, very giving. I mean, you could have Pisces rising or Pisces moon, does not have to be the case. But yeah, you also have boundaries, very, very strong boundaries. And that is something they respect, because strong boundaries lets people know you're not the one to mess with, that you will be very serious behind your words and intentions. Yeah. Okay, let me get all the cards out first, and I'll do a deep dive for you, of course. Wow. Okay, so there are 2 2s here. So your birthday could be September 2nd, September 12th, August 22nd, or September 22nd here, just to confirm. But bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, Leo energy. Okay, jealousy was at play here in the recent past, or what's kind of led up to this moment. So whether that means like this is your ex that sees that you are moving on, or that you're doing your own thing, living your best life, maybe going out, maybe dating someone possibly, or flirting with someone possibly, and they felt competitive, they felt territorial, they were like, oh no, I can't see Virgo with someone else. It stung something in them, or the thought of it, even if you weren't with anyone, just thinking that that could be a possibility really ignited something within someone, and a need for competition, a need to put themselves out there. Now, if this is someone else's ex, right, popping into the picture here, yeah, they see you two together and they can't stand it. And I'm talking particularly, and if this is happening for you, great, but how I'm feeling here is definitely the person you're crushing on ex, right? So they may be seeing that you guys are posting a lot, going out, or they're hearing about it, and they know, Virgo, you are a step up. They know that you are someone that hasn't captured them, or that is the person that they're moving towards and moving away from the past. And it's got them mad, and they may be even kind of like coming for you. Like, I don't know if it's passive aggressively, or they recently followed you and you're like, huh, that's weird. Why would they follow me? Because they want to know what you're up to. They want to know what you're doing. I can see them like Googling you. I could see them like trying to get all the information on you, because it's all coming from this jealous place here. Wow. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And I wonder if, you know, this could be with how you guys ended things. If this is your ex, it probably ended in a way where they lost their temper, they lost their cool, they were, you know, kind of aggressive or rude, and you were not having any of that. And you were letting them know by ending it, you were not going to tolerate that at all. And almost like childlike behavior or anger. And I think they were embarrassed by that, and they think that knowing that that's how it ended between the two of you, it's going to be a little bit of a long road to try to get this fixed. But they're determined, or they want to, because they really do feel like you're the only one that has brought this type of feelings up within them, however long it's been. So let's get into it. How they feel about you right now is the 7 of Pentacles. Taurus energy. So when I picked up this card, I heard, you know, things are chill. They feel things are chill between the two of you. Like, they don't want to, you know, rock the boat right now, per se. They know that there's a lot that has been growing in this that has still yet to come into fruition, but they definitely like what they see. They definitely feel that there's potential here, and they feel, again, like you're the person that they could call, that they can just hang out with. You can go to their house and like Netflix, video game, watch a movie, and they'd still have a great time with you, even a better time than going out with their friends or trying to do an all-nighter. Like, they like the fact when you guys hang out at each other's houses and just kick it. It's their favorite time, really. And they hold that, you know. I do feel as if for some of you, if this is an ex energy popping in, you know, I definitely feel as if they are hoping that there's like a plateau going on within the connection here, and with a plateau that they could take their opportunity to jump in. That, you know, maybe since something's been going on for so long, I can kind of spice things up, switch things up. I don't want them to get too comfortable too soon, is how this X is feeling. Because they're seeing that there's something developing here. This is Pentacle energy. So this is something that is meant to be, or can be, something long-term, something stable. And the roots are starting to take form, and someone wants to uproot that. What they think about you or think about this connection is the Two of Swords, Libra energy. Someone can have an accent, or someone could be bilingual, just throwing it out there. But okay, so if this is the person you're connected with currently that is an ex, like they know there's a little bit of a dilemma here because it may have been some time since you've spoken. Maybe they think that it will take a bit to get your trust back, to get you to open up again. Because they know, Virgo, again, your strong boundaries, your no BS type of attitude, and they threw some BS at you in the past. So they know there's going to be quite a bit of a challenge to get you to notice them again, to get you to, I wouldn't say take this seriously again, but at least kind of get you to consider this. They know it's not going to be an easy task to do. And you are someone that holds someone to be accountable. So, you know, they're not going to slide past not saying sorry or explaining themselves. So they're trying to find a way, maybe before they reach out to you, how's going to be best to do that, how to get past this mental block with you. If this is a third party situation, then they think, again, maybe they are hoping or sensing that there could be some plateau, and they think this is the opportunity to step in with a different idea, with a different, you know, with the Two of Swords, sometimes it could be decision. It could be knowing that you have two things going on and what better path should you choose. Like it's a mental decision-making process that someone could be going through. And they're hoping that they could provide that other option, and that it's something that the person you're crushing on still thinks of time to time. Also, they may be thinking someone's playing a little bit hard to get right now, whether this is your ex coming in and they notice you're playing hard to get, or the person that's the third party of the person you're crushing on, they know there's a difference. Like how they used to respond is not the same way anymore. They're already seeing that, Virgo. Trust me. This person you're crushing on, if that's your story, they're holding it down for you. They're not letting this person know that there's any sort of interest there. What they like the most about you is the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. Sorry, I have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines, but yeah, so you are someone that when you feel comfortable, when you feel safe, like I was explaining, you are someone that is very caring, very sweet with your love, is devoted in your love, likes to do things that show that you care, but it's only with the right person. And I think that in the past, if this is your ex, they did see that from you, and you were able to open them up in that way. And they felt very vulnerable. And maybe, Virgo, what I'm hitting here is that that vulnerability scared them. Whether they, you know, felt insecure, whether they felt panic, they felt like, you know, getting too emotionally involved was a danger to them. Maybe that's kind of what made them mess up and walk away or end this. And there was confusion around it. I think you hit a mark that wasn't something that they were prepared to feel. But instead of getting through it and feeling it, they kind of just retreated. You're very good with your words. They love your voice. I don't know, maybe there's something sexy about your voice when it's on the phone. They mentioned that before. Someone used to send voice memos to each other. And they love hearing your voice. Maybe they saved a voicemail of yours, or you saved a voicemail of theirs. But yeah, I think if this is a third-party intrusion trying to come in, they think they're slick. They think that they have this in the bag, that they can just, you know, come on in and sweep them off their feet. But, you know, if I were to uncensor this, the woman's in like the lake here, kind of like, you want me to get up and go? I'm in a good spot here. I'm not coming out of this for you. I'm good with Virgo. Truly, for those of you, that's your story. What they don't like about you is the Death card, Scorpio energy. I do feel Scorpio rising here for some of you. But yeah, I mean, when it's, I think for a while it felt really done on your end because you weren't entertaining messages right after this Five of Wands happened, perhaps. Maybe you really kept your distance. Maybe you really blocked them for a long time. Like you wanted to indicate that it was over. And they felt, whether this is true or not, I'm just the messenger here, and not everyone's perspectives of us is what is accurate. They may have felt like you didn't give them a chance to explain. You didn't give them a chance to, you know, I don't know, describe what happened between the two of you, and you were just very, very quick to cut it. Or that, you know, once they decided to break up and they started to miss you and started to wonder how you were doing, you were just not giving any contact. Like, look, like, first of all, I can't do it because I still care. And if this is over, I need to distance myself. Or yeah, if you were the initiator of ending this, like you wanted to make it done for at the time. And they may have felt like it was a death of a very beautiful part of their life. Looking back, they're seeing that now. And so they know that there's still pain here around that and some grief around that, but they're hoping that grieving time is over and that this could be bounced back. But they know, again, with your strong boundaries, it's going to be hard. And you are someone that is stubborn. Once you make that decision, it is done. Now, for a third party intrusion here, I definitely feel as if they are regretting maybe ending it with the person you're crushing on or that you are involved with. They don't like the fact that I really do think that they think that you are the reason why they're not pursuing this again. You are the only thing that's stopping this whole resurrection of a connection that someone's trying to start with the person you like. And they view you as a threat. They view you as something that could possibly end this for good. And they may be right, Virgo. What they like the most about this connection is the Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. So some of you guys could have lived like relatively far from one another. Maybe it was quite a bit of a drive. Someone had to go through terrible traffic to see each other. But you always made it happen, or you always found a way to hang out, even if there were schedule inconsistencies, like someone had to work a different shift during the day, a night shift or whatever. Like some of you guys still made the attempt and action to hold up communication, to, you know, again, like if someone did have vulnerability issues or emotional issues, like you were patient with them. You kind of let them be the ones to open up and to steer that direction. You weren't going to push anything. And I think they really did appreciate that when you guys were together. You know, conversation was very stimulating between the two of you, very eye-opening between the two of you. There's a lot that you share, Virgo, that you have this wisdom. Not surprised, you guys being Virgos. But it really definitely kind of made them see things in a new way that always stuck with them, honestly. Now, for the ex-intruder, I definitely feel like the person you're crushing on, they thought that they could be easily manipulated with the words that they used to tell them. They used to say something, used to, you know, convince them that they should come back or that they could respark this. Like maybe the ex-person and the person you're crushing on has always had an on again, off again thing. And they always knew how to put it back on track. Not this time. What they don't like about this connection is the Ten of Cups. Interesting, Pisces energy. You wouldn't really find this positive energy in a negative placement, let's just say. But okay, so for a couple things here with the Ten of Cups, they're really afraid that if this is your ex Virgo coming to you, if this doesn't work, they know they lost the love of their life. They know that they lost the person that they could have had the Ten of Cups with, that they could have been the happiest with, and they will not be, as what they convince themselves of, be as happy with someone else as they could have been with you. And they're reminded of that. If it's still something that they haven't reached out to you about, it's still something that's on their mind. Like, damn, I could have had all that with Virgo, and I know I could have. Virgo was the best partner. I almost said the best thing that ever happened to me. I really do feel some of you guys, they feel that way in regards to their love life, definitely. And others of you with this Ten of Cups, if this is the ex-intruder, Yeah, they're afraid that you guys are living the 10 of Cups. And that's something that's very, very hard to steer away from, very hard to tempt, seduce out of their way. Especially, I gotta say, if someone finds out that someone's pregnant, if it's not your message, don't worry about it. But if there is a pregnancy announcement, then they know it's the done deal. Highest hopes is the 2 of Cups. Cancer energy. They're hoping that the soulmate connection that they have with you, is going to be more powerful than anything else. That you still care just as much as you ever did. And even if there's been, rockier times, that your love and the love that you have for each other and the bond that you created with one another is going to keep going. Like I'm seeing the infinity sign. I wonder if someone has that tattooed or someone has that symbology in their home as decor or on their phone or whatever. But yeah, they know and feel as if you two are meant to be. You two are meant to make it through this. And they feel like that bond is meant to continue here. And what ended shouldn't have ended. And they're hoping that you'll remember that, Virgo. Now, if this is the ex-intruder, it's the same thing, but only with, the person you're crushing on and them, right? They're hoping that there's still feelings there. They're hoping that, ultimately that bond between the two of them will be stronger than the bond that you have with them. But that's a hope and that's a reach. Deepest fear, the Hermit. Virgo energy. So some of you could possibly be dealing with another Virgo or someone with strong Virgo in their chart. Like I said, I do feel if this is between you and the ex, like you're just going to stay away. You're just not ready. You don't feel like it's safe for you to be open to this, that you would, rather kind of be single than give this another shot because it hurt so much last time. And they're afraid they're never going to get you out of your shell. You're never going to come out of this seeing it in a different way. And they crossed you once and that is enough for you to stay away. And you're not going to go down that path again because of it. And they're afraid that, they'll never be able to open up to you in that way again. Or get you to see where they're coming from or get you to kind of listen ever again, that you would be completely withdrawn, Virgo. Not respond even if they do try to send a text. They're afraid of it if they've been thinking of reaching out to you soon. And with the ex-intruder, yeah, just it's different energy with the ex-intruder. I feel like your person that you're crushing on wants to stay away from this person at all costs. Like, I don't know if that person broke their heart or they did something very dirty, very, conniving with the 5 of Wands in their past, and they're just avoiding them like the plague. And they're afraid that that's going to continue, the ex-intruder, that there's nothing they can do to kind of switch that energy. It's more severe than kind of what I was feeling that they were worried about with you and the ex, if that makes sense. I know there's 2 different situations going on. I'm hoping I'm differentiating the both for you. But yeah, overall, either side, the withdrawal and not ability to come forward again or to come out of the shell again or to respond. It's just silent. And that silence is what's driving them crazy, or that's what they're afraid of at least. All right, Virgo. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold between the 2 of you? What can I let you know and be prepared of by the end of the month of May? What is this person's intentions and all that? We're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading on Patreon. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this energy. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers and clarity for you in the extended reading. And if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you will find a link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. And by the way, while you're there, there is a subscription I am offering for $11.11 a month where you will have access to all my extended readings. I will be providing exclusive readings only for my Patreon members that will not be shared on YouTube. And it's for my biggest Mermaid Scales Tarot fans. So if you guys really love my content, really love my extended readings, and really love to see some, readings I don't usually do that will be on there that will not be posted on YouTube, I highly suggest checking out the Patreon subscription if you're interested. But if this is where you depart, Virgo, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope it's given you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Virgo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Virgo.